Alright, YouTube, as I have said before, you guys know that I fix just about everything that breaks in the house and on the cars and on my tools and on anything. And yes, I know my hair looks weird. I don't care. I get the little thing back there. But it's all in the way. I've just been digging under my my dishwasher. The pump, the drain pump that pumps from the bottom of the unit up into the drain pipe of the sink to allow it to drain is, I think the pump is going. But that's not the point. Well, it's part of the point of this video. The point of this video is the tools that I use to do that. Now, my father was an appliance repairman. He took classes to do it. And this was the first toolbox that I've ever owned, actually. He gave me this. This was the first one that I ever owned. And for years, this was where my tools lived. And then I got more tools and more tools and more tools and more tools. And they're distributed in different places. But this is what I use for my appliance repair. And I'm going to bring it a little closer. Not only appliance repair, but also the tools in the wood shop. And 90% of what I'm doing, I am using this, a 6-in-1. We've discussed these before. This is a 1/4 inch, and the other one is 5/16, and this thing here is 3/8. So this takes the, ooh, that's got some crap on it, huh? This takes the job of, this takes a lot of the tools out of my toolbox, because this works as a set of nut drivers and a set of screwdrivers. But there's other stuff that's somewhat useful that I use frequently. This nice stiff scraper, you can use this to pry the tops of stoves off, which I'm gonna have to do because one of the burners on our stove is going, an electric stove. This here, just a paintbrush so that you can wipe stuff out of your way, move stuff. Smaller screwdrivers in Torx. Here's the other one. Smaller screwdrivers in Torx for the, these are really all you're gonna need for appliances and shop tools. Let me say they're all I really need for my appliances and my shop tools. You might need more. A little really small Phillips head P0 screwdriver, and of course everyone who ever works on any kind of equipment's friend, a small screwdriver. This, I like them longer. I have the mechanic screwdriver that I wear in my shirt pocket all the time, but and it's the same width as this, but it's like maybe that length. The longer one is very nice. This is nice for prying clips off of things. This is nice for, I use it to go down in like the trap of the, like that, and just go in and clean out little areas of crap that may be stuck if you have to drain, if there's a drain that's stuck or something like that. Piece of sandpaper, cleaning up connections, cleaning any kind of corrosion off of anything. It's nice to just have it right here. Various Sae wrenches, not very big, just various Sae wrenches. Most of what you're going to be working on in appliance repair is going to end up being Sae, and it's a weird thing, but it's just the way it is. Everything else now is metric, but appliances still seem to be Sae, and most of the time they are 1/4 inch, 5/16 or 3/8, and then you get some 10mm and stuff like that, which is going to get into what we're talking about in a minute. This, just a pair of small needle nose pliers, good for grabbing something. You can see there's a 3/8 ratchet here. This is more for working on my shop tools. A lot of, ooh, you can see me in the reflection there. That's kind of cool. A lot of the shop tools I have are, I can get 3/8 sockets on them, and I like to have the 3/8 ratchet. I do have 1/4 inch stuff that's in my mechanics box, and I'm just going to buy a cheapy 1/4 inch set to throw in here from like Walmart tomorrow when we go for provisioning. A razor knife. You always need a razor knife for something, even if it's just cutting open the box that the new part came in. So I keep a razor knife pretty much in all of my tools. This comes out. Oh, and this too here. This is, again, this is like the sandpaper. This is for cleaning up anything that's got corrosion or gunk or something on it, and you wanna clean it up so it'll have a good connection, or if you want to get to work on it. That's, again, I bought a few of these in a little package, and when the old ones get chewed up, I just throw a new one in here, so that's why they're all new. Underneath here, we got the 3/8 metric sockets, 3/8 standard sockets. Again, these are more for my shop tools, but this is the box that I use for my shop tools and for the repairs of the appliances in the house. A good flashlight, something you want to be able to see what you're doing. Regular pair of pliers just for grabbing and twisting. Cheapy channel locks. Getting on not fasteners, connections for like plumbing, things like that. If you're doing if you're working on any kind of a sink or any kind of a like a dishwasher like I was today, or something to that effect. They're also really good for the coolant lines on refrigerators. This is just what I use to hold the other side of it, or that I twist with, just another adjustable wrench, another way to get to different fasteners and different size things that I need to twist. Mention that one. Good pair of wire cutters. And you'll notice that these are not really dinged up. These are not really chewed up. The reason for that is because this is one, I've got a couple of pairs of these that are designated for only cutting wires. This is one of them. If you are fixing something and you need to cut a wire, you don't want to have ragged edges here that'll chew it up and make little dents in it. When I rewired our dryer, I used these, and I use these. These are Linesman's pliers. You know what those are. You've seen those before. They're a smaller version than the ones that I use for doing the electrical setups in tool sheds and barns, because I'm using them for a smaller application. What else we got in here? We got anything else? Yeah. These are Ems Shears. They cut clothes. Well, that's what they're designed for. They used to cut clothes when I used to use them for that. For cutting clothes off traumas or cardiac arrests, or basically anytime you want to expose somebody so that you can do your examinations and your treatments. That's got some stuff on it there. Oh, that's tape. A little bit of tape. But I use these for, I mean, I got dozens of them. They're all over the house. They're in every toolbox I have because they're all over the place and they're useful occasionally. Finally, just a really basic, I don't use the curved claw hammers like this. I find them annoying for doing carpentry and construction and even woodworking. But this is, I mean, it's not heavy. It's a cheapy little like homeowner's hammer that came with a set. And it's good because, one, it fits in here nicely, and two, it's not that heavy. So if you just got to kind of tap something or kind of convince something to move, this will help. This is nice. So, like I said, I'm going to be adding a 1/4-inch set to that tomorrow. We're going over to the Walmart in Connecticut. And, oh, that fell. We're going over to the Walmart in Connecticut, and I'm going to pick that up just so that I have that in there. But 90% of what I'm doing, I use that 6-in-1 screwdriver for, because I just use it as a nut driver, and I take the little things out and put them back in. This has fixed our dishwasher. This is twice. 2 different issues. It's not something that I fixed and then had to go back and fix it again. It's 2 different issues. This time it's the drain pump. Last time it was the entire macerator had been completely destroyed. It destroyed itself, so I put a new one in. That was actually before we bought the house. It's fixed my our dishwasher. It's fixed our dryer 2 or 3 times. 2 or 3 different issues we've had with that. What else is it fixed? I've used this to fix... oh, this is the same tool set that I used when my table saw caught on fire. And it's the set that I used to disassemble that and take that to the people that eventually told me it was unfixable. I will do a video. I have a new table saw now that I use. It's a DeWalt, and it's quite nice. Again, nobody's paying me for any of this, but I'm sure if you're one of the 5 people who watch this, you'll know that intrinsically. So I hope this helps you out. I hope this is something that is interesting to you. If you're watching this, if you're looking at this and saying, oh, I need to put a little toolkit together to take care of the different things in my house, this'll get you about 90% of what you got to do. It's I mean, I sometimes I have to go out and rob something from the mechanic toolbox or whatever and bring it back, but 90% of what I'm doing can be done with this toolbox here. And oh, I forgot. I also keep a an Allen key knife with their what do you call it? Their SAE as well. Again, it's weird. A lot of mechanic stuff now is going to be metric. A lot of stuff on your cars, a lot of stuff on even some of your small engines are going to be metric now, which is it's not anything that is wrong. You just need to have 2 sets of tools. With the appliance repair, with the standing shop equipment repair, you are going to see that, yeah, you're going to have some metric in there. But at least for the initial opening the thing up and seeing, you know, getting the covers off, getting whatever off of it to get to the meat of the machine, you're going to find out that it's probably going to be 1/4 inch, honestly. It's going to be a 1/4 inch, the little screw that you put a nut driver on. I don't know what they're called. It's a bolt, I guess, a bolt screw. And you put a little nut driver or a little 1/4 inch socket on it, and that's how you take it off. And then you get into it and you can pry it open and do all that. But this is going to be, if you set up a kit, I would recommend doing it like this, and you'll be able to use it to work on, I don't know, 95% of what you're going to be doing anyway. So I hope this was interesting. I hope it was useful in some regard, and I hope wherever you are, you're comfortable and that God is with you. Thank you.